I want to see a Devin Booker that's literally clamoring and starving to win. Not a player that seems content in balling out, being elite, but his team losing every year. He home in April, and it ain't no big deal. I need to see the dude where, yo, man, I want a damn championship. I need to see that draped all over his persona. And I don't see that right now. And that's why I think he's the one that needs to be looking to leave and find himself in a winning situation.
All right, so that was earlier this week after the Suns were eliminated from the playoffs by the Thunder. And for Booker, it was the first series he hadn't scored 25 points in the postseason. The Suns have lost 10 straight playoff games and haven't made it out of the first round since 2023. So is anything going to change in Phoenix? Here's Matt Ishbia.
Devin Booker is going to be here. Devin Booker is going to lead us to a championship here in Phoenix. That's what he's going to do. And we're going to build the right team around him. He's going to get better, just like I'm going to get better, just like everyone is going to get better at our organization. And at the same time, Devin Booker is who we want here. And he's great for the city, great for the community. I'll ride into a fire with Devin Booker, and I'll do it proudly.
All right, so Matt Ishbia, he's going to stay with Devin Booker. He's going to lead them, the Phoenix Suns, to a championship. Are you buying his comments, Stephen A?
I'm buying his comments. I'm not sure it's right, but I think it's right for him. Booker is who I have the issue with, not Matt Ishbia. Let me say this about Matt Ishbia. You know, I've talked to him on several occasions over the last year or so since I got all over them. You know, I thought it was right for me to do that, and I've talked to him quite often, and I got a lot of respect for him and the job they did this year. I mean, to change the coach, to move Kevin Durant out, to move Bradley Beal out, to make it, you know, to make the playoffs and to do what they did this year. They didn't make the playoffs like they were 37 and 45. They won 45 games. You know, so I'm looking at the Phoenix Suns, nothing but respect for the job that they've done. But we have to understand their predicament. Right now, Big Perk, because of pride trades and their status above the second apron, that is, they don't control their first-round pick in 6 of the next 7 years. So everything has to be done through free agency, trades, that kind of thing. Matt Ishbia, if you're an owner, here's what you want. You want a cat who can ball and who is a pillar of the community, who absolutely adores and loves being within your organization and a part and a fabric and the face of that city. He has that in Devin Booker. So my issue is not with him. My issue is with Devin Booker, because Devin Booker has been in the league now for 11 years. You went to an NBA Finals, 2021. You averaged 28 game in the NBA Finals. Wasn't your damn fault you lost to Milwaukee. That was Giannis putting a 50 on you in a closeout game and stuff like that, okay? But the point that I'm making is Devin Booker, he appears so comfortable and so happy in Phoenix. I would never insult or disrespect this wonderful brother by acting like he doesn't care about winning. I know he does. But what I'm saying is, win, lose, or draw, the sun's going to shine in Arizona. Yeah, so the sun's going to shine. In order to win, it can't be like that. It's got to kill you, man. It's got to pain you. It can't be, well, there's a golf course in Scottsdale, you know what I'm saying, in Phoenix or wherever else we at. You know, the sun's going to be shining. It's going to be about anywhere from 80 to 100 plus and all. It can't be about that for him. And that's my issue. Matt Ishbia, I don't blame him one bit, because you should want everything that Devin Booker practically represents for your franchise. But you're Devin Booker looking at Phoenix's situation and wondering whether or not they could really do it, because you see the powers that be in the West. My issue with Devin Booker is that, has there ever been the slightest entertainment that I want out because I'm trying to win a chip before my career is over? Has that ever happened? I haven't seen that, and that's my issue.
And this is why I'm not buying Matt Ishbia comments just now, because he said that Devin Booker is going to lead them to a championship. And with this first take, we facts over feelings here. And the fact of the matter is, the facts is that, one, Devin Booker is not a number one option that's going to lead you to the championship. I'm sorry. He's not an SGA. He's not a Wemby. He's not a Jokic. He's not a guy that's going to lead you. And we just saw it. They just got swept by the Oklahoma City Thunder. And I understand they're the champs, but they were missing J-Dub for majority of their series, their second best player. And we just highlighted last week, Shay, we put up the shot chart. If you're the number one option, not in one of those games, 1, 2, or 4, did he take over 20 FGAs, shot attempts? That is a problem. So I'm not saying that Devin Booker is not elite. I'm not saying he's not one of the best, most efficient scorers in the game. You got to be honest with yourself if you're Matt Ishbia and say, is he a number one option? And I think that he knows he's not. He needs another piece. There's no pieces out there. So at some point, y'all got to come to the round table and have a real heart-to-heart coming to Jesus moment.
Yeah, but the flip side is that if you need a number one option, but you don't have the assets to get the number one option, then you do have to say what Matt Ishbia is saying. That's number one. And number two, you may not have seen this because this was a baseball segment that I touched on a couple of weeks ago where I made news and I upset everybody because I talked about the greatness of Mike Trout.
I saw it.
And I said, yo, when you gonna start for winning? I know Anaheim is beautiful. Yes, it's a hard place to leave. And you got a $400+ million contract. And when healthy, you clearly deserve it because Mike Trout is one of the best we've seen ever. But I'm looking at him and I'm saying, listen, there has to be that something inside of you that says bump everything, bump comfort, bump my home life, bump this. I'm tired of losing. I want to win. And I'm saying the same conversation I had about Mike Trout is the same conversation I'm having about Devin Booker. We know what a big-time player he is. We saw him go to the NBA Finals. We know what this brother doing. We talked about him in the same Kobe-esque in terms of his skill set and stuff like that. But we certainly didn't compare it to the Black Mamba in terms of that killer instinct. The starvation when it comes to winning or being tired of losing. That's what we're asking for.
I'm going to throw something out there. The Portland Trail Blazers made a lot of noise this season.
Right.
The owner has been ruffling feathers over there. I think he just reported that they might not be bringing back Tiago Splitter, which is crazy to me. There's a lot going on over there.
Got to bring him back.
I want to see what Dame Lillard looked like the start of the season. And if I'm the Phoenix Suns, I keep an eye on that, and I see if Dame become disgruntled over there. I try to make a push. They got the assets.
I can't believe for 1 second that Dame
in the
Lillard's gonna be
meantime, in
disgruntled
July, Devin Booker signed a
Love it for no
$145 million max contract, which keeps them there.